is a 66 Mustang. Not super rare. It has a bench seat, which is kind of neat. It's not real common. It's a 289 4-barrel, but it's the just a cast iron 4-barrel. It's not the hypo 289. It does have a Holly on it, which we'll look at later. We're going to do a whole, can we get it running thing, what it looked like back in the day. Maybe throw in a picture of what it looked like when I got it. We're going to see if we can't break into there. It's already been drilled on, so I'm going to try it myself and see if we can get in there. Okay, we got her. Let's look in here for the first time. All right. The rear valance. Taillight lenses. Cool. A new trunk block. Cool. Oh, 289 emblems and fender badges. Cool. There's the grill. That's cool. Yeah, a snake skin. Story I got was it was in an accident in the 90s, which would make sense. This is 94 is the last sticker, so that's been sitting a long time. In a bucket in the car, I found the horns, headlight, buckets, turn signal, parking light bucket, one headlight, extra horns, the voltage regulator, the starter relay, and the water pump pulley, and the radiator cap. No radiator, but we got the cap. So we have, kind of doubt that's any good, but we have most of the components we need. The voltage regulator is probably also not any good, but we have it, and it was chrome. Interesting, and there's some window regulators in the antenna back here, along with the door panel for the driver's side door. Mouse house. I'd like to see, I've got a hood for the car. There was a hood on it. When I got it, it was mangled from the accident. But transporting it with a hood stuck open was not a possibility. These hinges are rusted. All right, I've been using the penetrant oil on this here guy, and I think it's starting to work. I had to smack on it with a hammer, but now I can get it to move up and down a little bit. It'll take some more work to get her totally free. This is the other one I had hanging on the wall to replace the bent one. So the hood on the car.
I sure am.
And it's cold out there, eh?
Oh, it's very cold.
All right, it's going to be fun. Let's get some tools, and I'll see if I can fire up Stinger. And drive it up there.
Okay. Are my balls on right?
Yeah. Climb right away.
to drive with 2 feet.
Let's make this quick. My husband has picked a day where it's 20 degrees. What do you call that come out of your mouth? Steam?
The breath, the humidity.
I can see my breath when I talk.
You have to preserve the engine.
You think these two can put some hood hinges on this Mustang? Oh, look over there. Is that a deer skull?
Yeah.
Yes.
How's the spring going on? Oh, screwdriver. Yeah, that would make that. Okay, that makes sense.
All right.
Do that by hand. Okay, put a hood on there. Think that hood will latch?
Oh my gosh, you know what? You guys, let me take a short field trip over here. I want to show you something. These are called frost flowers. Look at these, you guys. No, these are frost flowers.
That looks like fair trade.
No, go feel them. It's frost. Those are frost flowers.
Well, I'll be dipped.
Bring it here closer, show them.
I thought that was a trash bag.
I did too.
Those are frost flowers. Isn't that neat?
I would have thought that was just garbage.
I really thought that was garbage. What is this?
Those are called frost flowers.
That's crazy. I thought, I mean, it makes sense.
Can you like squish it in your hands? Will it turn to like water?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
It was like Walmart bags or something.
Yeah.
Okay, now back to our regular scheduled program.
Now my hands are still be
Okay, the hood's going on.
This one's already got a bolt in it.
I stuck that one in there just to test fit it. You can replace it or not. It's up to you. I should have brought my
The zip, 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 zip.
airhead wasn't here last time I was here. Thread might just be jacked up.
Well, 3 bolts is enough, I guess. See how we carry on.
As Puddin from Puddin's Fad Shop would say, if 3 bolts won't hold it, 4 never would have.
Yep.
Gotta love some pudding.
That cracks me up. I want to, before we leave,
What?
get the carburetor number off this carburetor so we can get a carb kit ordered.
You didn't say anything about that. You just said you wanted to put the hood on.
But if we order a carb kit, then the next time I come, we can.
That's on there good.
Look, it's like a mouse ate through that, huh?
Maybe.
We should have brought that.
Yeah, there you go.
Who has a camera phone?
I'll take a picture.
I don't think you have to worry about that falling, Luke, do you? Oh.
It shouldn't now. Make an order kit. Looks like a 600 vacuum secondary.
Will you go take a picture of a frost flower for me so I can show the guys at work that I found one? Hey, is this the gas tank right here?
It's going to be,
That little plastic bottle?
yeah.
We got her done. And my butt is froze.
Is there another extension over there somewhere?
Yeah.
Oh, you pull it back. If we'll Stinger salvage will get us back home. Check that out.
Woohoo!
First time it's had a hood in 30 some years. That wasn't crumpled anyway.
Luke's gonna get Stinger going again. You want me to wait until you get started and then go back? Aha!
Alrighty. I didn't put that back on, so this should go pretty quickly. There's a cotter pin in there. The fuel line is pretty bad. I'll probably just cut that. Let's see. I might have to use a wrench on those. So these two I can probably get with a socket. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, this carburetor I'm sure is full of gunk. So that sucker's hard as a rock.
Oh yeah. There it goes.
Oh, and loose too.
And loose.
Let's see if I can get that cotter pin out of there. Cast iron 4-barrel intake. So this would be the 289 4-barrel engine, but not a hypo 289. So they had a little more horsepower than the 2-barrel version. Obviously the Holly is not original. There we go. How's it look down in there?
Rusty.
At least it's not full of some creatures living in it.
True, yeah. It does appear to be sealed up. Maybe, you know, it's a little bit sandy in there.
There's a little moisture. The motor turns over, so it's not full of water, but I might have to do a compression test to see if it's got any stuck valves. All right, carburetor's all back together. Use the Holly trick kit. right, this guy's pretty crusty and rusty. I doubt it's gonna work. So I'm just gonna get one for this guy, for the 289. Little Friday the 13th action here. Going to get some parts for the 66. All right, we're back. We got a marine battery here. That's the big block start. Here's my rebuilt starter. All right, I'm gonna check this coil. We're not getting sparks, so I think the coil might be bad. Is that you, Sweet Pea? I hear you.
Yeah, that's me. I'm gonna come out and see you for a minute.
Okay. I'm just tinkering.
Is there anything I can do to help you?
Oh, I don't know. I was gonna check this coil. It looks pretty nasty. I think it might be bad. Oh, I know what you can do. The new starter, when they send them to you, they don't come with the fluid filled all the way up. So you can use this starter fluid and fill it up for me while I'm working on this coil.
Okay, where does it go?
Have you never put starter fluid in a starter before?
No, you've always done it for me.
Can't believe it. All right, I'll do it myself.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna check this coil. This is the coil off of the 66. We're not getting any spark. I checked the, I don't know if you can see that. I checked the points, cleaned them. They visually look good. So, and I jumpered the coil straight from the battery. And so I had over 12 volts on the positive side. So should have had spark, but we didn't have any. I'm getting around 0.5, just below. Primary side should be okay. Yeah, I think the secondary side is no good. All right, baby, we stopped the Advance Auto. I got a coil, and believe it or not, they had points in stock. I don't know if it needs them, but I went ahead and got them because they're like 13 bucks.
Okay.
All right, so we'll see if we can't get that thing to spark. All right. I'm gonna just crank it over and see if lights will spark the coil wire. Yes, we have sparkage. I don't know if you saw that, but she is sparking. She was cranking over with the battery, and then she just kind of locked up on me. Go. All right, let's pop off this valve cover. Got all the bolts out of her. pretty clean in there. That's good. And the, well, let's see, the gasket stuck to the head, but there's a, from an oil fill jug, the lid. I don't see any valves that are stuck on this side. There's another one of those oil fill in the cap safety latch gizmo. No, none of those valves are stuck. Let's check the other one, other head. Also clean. It does not appear that there are any valves stuck on this side either. That one could be stuck. Okay, the rotor turns, so the timing chain, and we had spark, so the points were opening and closing. So I don't think it's the timing chain. Going all the way around this time. Oh, there's a tight spot. Unless the valve was stuck and I popped her loose somehow. I don't know. Some transmission fluid to dump in there. Alright, I dumped some transmission fluid in all the cylinders. Spun her with the ratchet a little bit. I did that yesterday, so let's see if she cranks over today. Yeah, seems like. Maybe dump some more oil in it and let it soak some more. But then we'll see if we can't get her fired up. Gas in her. That should run for a little while. that smoke is from when I was doing the oil in the cylinders. I got it all over the manifolds, and of course it had to burn it out of the cylinders. So I think she'll quit smoking eventually. Right now I probably work on getting the radiator so we can run it a little bit longer, but yeah, it sounded pretty good. It started to smooth out. I'll change the oil. It's still got the old oil in it, but I'll... What you doing? Are you helping? Alright, this guy is pretty rusted out. I'll have to get some of these, but I have a replacement one of those. I'll come over here. Perfect. Alright, so we got that all off of there for the new piece. So we'll have to grind where the spot welds were smooth, and then we'll fit the new panel. Alright, I'm trying to get all this stuff ready to get the cooling system on, so started putting the aprons on. It's raining off and on today, so I don't know how much work I'll get done. But yeah, that's my next goal, I guess, is to get the front end assembled so we can put the radiator on it. Alright, so I cut this panel out here and this panel so I can replace it with those. This piece is basically this guy. And right there is where the hood latch bracket has got a bolt to. So I'm gonna try and knock some of these dents out, but I'm gonna use a little heat. And I can see the city is already panicking and got the alarm going. But we're gonna put a little heat on this baby and see. All right, the torch is working pretty good. We're getting some reshaping done here. Not going to win any car shows, but it will be better than it was. All right, this was all pushed in. This was bent here, this was bent over here. This whole flange was pretty bent. It's pretty straight now. So, all right, good to go. All right, so radiator core support, it's gonna fit pretty well. Need a little hammering and tweaking, and we'll get it all welded in, but yeah, we have the front end back on it soon. I did order a proper apron for this. We can fit that in. I still got to grind all the spot welds off of the shock tower on this side and down here on the frame rail, but won't be long and we'll be able to put a radiator in it. All right, we're getting the front end together. The hood latch is on. Hood is latched. Fender's just sitting on there with a couple bolts, but it is going to line up okay. So yeah, I think we're going to have this baby at least a complete car soon. All right, my junky front fender had a big crack in it. There, I welded a piece of metal there. I'm going to do a little bit more there, but just to make it rigid, it was full of Bondo already. I'm just going to prime it and stick it on there. It's probably get a different fender, but this one will work for now. Guy. I'm going to take that out so we can slide. All right, it started to rain outside and I wanted to keep tinkering. So I'm gonna see if I can get this door handle off and free it up. The button stuck. The one on the car does the same thing. So, all right, let's go ahead and swap this door out. to remove this kick panel to get there's a plate in here that holds the broke that one off. I don't know. Anyway, we'll get this hinge all rebuilt, like I said, and I might even hit this with the grinder and prime it so that it's not rusty. The bushings were completely shot. This is part of one of them. And then that's the rusty pin. I got the hinge rebuilt. I got the pin with the roller on it. New spring, because it was missing that before. New bushings in here, a new pin. So she's pretty rigid, solid, good to go. So we can put her back on. All right, looks like that's gonna work. We got the hinge bolted on, new bushings, pin, spring, roller, everything's good to go. Well, we got her out. That's the broken bolt, so good to go. All right, I got the plate on there, run the tap through, cleaned it up so the bolts will go in and out nicely. Got the door hinge upper done, lower done, everything's bolted on. She's lined up pretty good. Short weather delay to work on the car. We got maybe an inch or two snow, inch probably, just enough to make it miserable. What are you doing?
Wondering what you're doing out there in the snow. Hi.
Hi, sweet pea.
Hi. I have Sophia with me.
Sophia.
Sophia.
She's not paying attention.
No.
It's a winter wonderland. So this guy is stripped out. We saw that in the last video that I made when I got everything swapped. Doing the door, that guy was stripped out. I actually found this one in the car. I had forgot that there was some parts in the car. So this one works. It's not stripped out. I also got the battery tray and the new apron for the passenger side. So when all the snow melts, I can get back out there, get this apron in and the battery tray.
The next morning.
Yep, she's right here.
Okay.
See her?
Okay. Well, I don't see her, but I want to make sure she's okay.
Yeah, she's right by me.
All right. Love you.
Love you. That's what I was looking for. So that was the door release. Okay. Now I need to put all this mess back in. We're going to take this handle off here. Okay, so I swapped out this piece because it was stripped out on the other one. So this guy's gonna go in. Put this in. Back in, door latches, door locks, everything's good to go. All right, so windows in, doors on, hinges good, everything's a go. New one is considerably different in the battery tray area and around the shock tower area. And even up, oops, even up in here. So I think this is for a 67 and this is for a 65, 66. That piece fits really well. Oh, I have to drill me some pilot holes to do my welds, but that fits really good. And that gets the front end solid, so we can put a radiator in it and let it run a little bit longer. I'm excited. All right, we ended up out in the middle of nowhere, but we got us a fender. It's not perfect, but it'll work. I got her stuck here in the car. Well, I picked up this fender today up by Louisville. It's pretty decent. It'll work. It'll get me able to bolt the front end all on and line it up before I weld everything. That's the main thing. I wanted to get everything lined up so the hood closed, grill, headlight buckets, valance, all that. So, all right, maybe clamp it in a vise when you're hitting it with a wire wheel. That hurts. We knocked most of the loose rust off with the wire death wheel. I'm going to hit it with a little hand wire brush and then we'll prime it and paint it. It does have a couple little holes in it, but it's going to work. It's pretty solid where the headlight mounts and the spring goes in here, and that's all pretty solid. And the screw things aren't stripped out, so I think it's going to work, and most of it is actually cleaning up to bare metal, so it's going to work. This headlight bucket's in pretty good shape. Not broken here, which is fairly common. The holes are a little wallered out, but overall not bad. It is missing a couple of the clips and the headlight adjuster pieces, but I bought this kit, which includes the spring for the headlight bucket and the headlight adjusters, and then the clips, the bolts that hold it on, and the hardware for this guy. All right, I'll do this one. So this guy is all ready to go. Headlight bucket is in. Will need adjusted, like I said. Hardware for holding this piece on. It isn't broken up here, so this one's good to go. The other one is broken here. I did buy a repair kit, so I'm going to take it back off. It's on the car at the moment, and do the repair, and also put the headlight bucket in it, and then it should be ready to go back on. All right, this one is not as good a shape. That is not too bad. I think a clip will stay on there. That's broken pretty good. I don't think the clip will stay on there. This is broke. This is what this repair kit is for, to fix that. It does have the adjusters in it, so that's good. And then I did in my junk pile have a spring. I hit that with a wire brush. I've cleaned the other headlight bucket up. I've got the other pieces. Looks like I need to go ahead and cut this piece off, because this will replace that. All right, we got the new piece JB welded on there and clamped. We'll let that set up. I also JB welded this that was broken and then bonded the clip to it, so hopefully that will stay, and then that'll have the 4 clips that hold that guy on. So we're just gonna let her set up. All right, we got this headlight bucket mounted up. It's in pretty good shape. Got all new hardware and everything in it. So it's looking more and more like a car every time I work on it. Let's see if I can cut this old dry rotted hose without cutting through my fingers. And lift this nasty thing out. So there's a little rust where this rubber grommet went, and that's it. Everything else is solid. Trunk floor. This one where the rubber grommet was had some surface rust, but no holes. And where some of the caulking was, we'll strip all that off. Wire brush it down, get some paint on it. All right, we've been wire brushing and priming just to get this kind of ready to put the gas tank back in it. Again, it's not show quality, but right now just want to get it drivable and preserve it. All right, we got her wire brush down, stripped all the loose stuff and rust and whatever. Hit her with some primer and then some satin black. Kind of was a rust preventative. All right, let's put these back in. And we got this guy go on. get all the aprons and stuff welded on, but I thought it'd be nice to get her cleaned up before I put her in the garage. Window tint is just falling off here. Interesting. Get all the, I'm gonna pull all the fenders and stuff off so I can weld these aprons in this radiator core support. I'm gonna drill a few self-tappers in to hold everything because I've got it aligned pretty good, and then I can clean up areas where I'm going to weld. We had an interesting development here. A squirrel came down the chimney. We had the damper open because we use it, and it landed, fell down, I guess, into the fireplace area. Couldn't get itself out. The cat here, you can see, has noticed it, which got my attention. We were able to grab it with some welding gloves and get it out, but yeah, that was interesting. Little distraction. Stuff back off and start welding. So that's what we'll do. Get the camera set up and we'll start pulling the front end off. All right, we got all the aprons welded on, fender bracket, both aprons, the radiator core support.
Well, babe, so you got that all buttoned up?
Well, mostly. I'm gonna have to, I tried fitting these hoses, these are new.
Gonna have to cut them down?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to trim on them, they're too long.
Okay.
Then I can bolt all the fenders and stuff back on, and it'll be, we'll take it for a drive. Well, it don't have any brakes, but
That's important.
yeah, we'll,
As you could tell when you pulled it into the garage.
yes, we'll fix the brakes. All right, she's got oil pressure. All right, we had 40 PSI oil pressure at idle. I don't think I got a good image of that repair there, but this is the repaired piece. All right, we got the front end all bolted on solid. All the fender bolts are in, headlight buckets, grill. I got everything that I have for it. Hood gaps, fender gaps, all look pretty decent. Doors open and close without rubbing things. Hood works. Hood latch, grill, all that mounting stuff, adjusters. I need to tighten that one down, I think. Onto the brakes. Thanks for helping. We got brakes.
Yay!
I put a little tape on here to hold the headliner out of our head.
Oh my god.
I hope you don't mind, I'm videoing you.
Oh my god. Just back all the way up.
Yeah. This is the first time it's moved under its own power
This is unbelievable.
in like 30 years. I don't know what all we'll encounter in a short trip, but that was an accomplishment right there.
That was smooth. Yeah, the brakes really suck. But
Yeah, they're drum brakes still. Eventually I'll convert it. Transmission might need some work, but it's moving.
it's moving. Oh my god.